This whole question about social responsibility question is what should corporations do? I've been involved in many discussions, and my perspective is, for us, that we better focus on things that we can do something about. First is, our biggest base out there is our customers. We got to treat them fairly. We got to give them the best quality, best service. So every year we say, are we doing it better? So that's one important, because they are tremendously important. The second is our own employees, whether in the United States or Mexico. I was earlier discussing with Dr. Silver that when we opened up an operation in Mexico 5 years back, we bought a small little place with about 70, 80 people. Now we have 750 there. We expanded a lot of technology. But we said, let's in Mexico, this is central Mexico in a state called Guanajuato, we said, let's have the same environmental and safety standards as we have in Vermont, which is pretty tough. First was, why should we do it? Then we said, no, let's do it, because we should treat the people with the same dignity as we do people. And at the end of the day, it's going to benefit us, because when people know they're treated well, they're treated with dignity, they're going to do well. And it's one of the best investments we made. So in Honduras, we do the same thing. We're not required to. In Vermont, for instance, we have a lot of communities. We are in the Northeast Vermont, also known as the Northeast Kingdom, which is really, pretty far, even from Burlington, Vermont, which is sort of where a lot of folks live. To get into North, that's where we are. And we have great people over there, a lot of resources. In fact, when I first got involved, we had a president who was from the New England, a great Yankee. He took me there. There were 2,000 Green Mountain boys looking, and girls looking at me. Who's this person? Named Farouk. He's going to be the CEO. And so they're looking, and I said to them, I said, we have a lot of common where I grew up. First, our mountains are higher, so I can't say that, what you have over there in Kashmir is a valley. However, I grant you have mountains. The second thing is, I grew up with a saying, we have a common saying, that most of the problems of the world have been created by flatlanders. They all raise their hands and say, great, you are one of us. In Vermont, we, for instance, are involved with the communities. We have helped the fire department, the school, because we are the biggest taxpayer too. So whether we do it directly or indirectly. The next thing we overdid, which was very important, because Vermont in the winter can go -40. You folks in San Francisco don't know what that is. -40. So we, over the years, have used a lot of wood waste, and this year, for the first time, we are burning zero oil. We are creating our own steam, creating heat, creating electricity. We've got steam engines that go back to it's 100 years old, those steam engines. So we are very deeply involved in the communities we are in, whether it's manufacturing, and also where we are involved with, for instance, we were unfortunately in Danbury, Newtown, that's where headquarters is. We were at a great disaster last year with the Sandy Hook. So we're right into it. So we got involved as much as we could. But I think getting involved with our clients, getting involved with our employees, and getting involved with our communities and all the people who are our suppliers. We do a lot of business in a place like India, for instance. I used to spend a lot of time. Well, if you don't give them the right money, they're going to cut down, they're going to do all kinds of things. So we said, let's treat them fairly. The reason we can do it is this: we are a little bit lucky that we have a vertically integrated company. From the concept of an idea, to engineering, to design, to manufacturing, to marketing, we run our own retail network. If we didn't, and I had to sell the product to some of these stores, they don't care about quality. They would not care about what we do in India or China or Malaysia. We can, fortunately, through our vertical integration, have an impact.